On the day fixed for the execution, I walked through the sleet across the campus to the information desk in Maker Hall, Beardsley College. There I learned that the fellow's name was Riggs, rather like that of the minister, that he was a bachelor, and that in 10 minutes he would issue from the museum where he was having a class. In the passage leading to the auditorium, I sat on a marble bench of sorts donated by Cecilia Dalrymple Ramble. As I waited there, in prostatic discomfort, drunk, sleep-starved, with my gun in my fist and my raincoat pocket, it suddenly occurred to me that I was demented and was about to do something stupid. There was not one chance in a million that Albert Riggs, assistant professor, was hiding my Lolita at his Beardsley home, 24 Pritchard Road. He could not be the villain. It was absolutely preposterous. I was losing my time and my wits. He and she were in California and not here at all. Presently I noticed a vague commotion behind some white statues. A door, not the one I had been staring at, opened briskly, and amid a bevy of women students, a baldish head and 2 bright brown eyes bobbed, advanced. He was a total stranger to me, but insisted we had met at a lawn party at Beardsley School. How was my delightful tennis-playing daughter? He had another class. He would be seeing me. Another attempt at identification was less speedily resolved. Through an advertisement in one of Lowe's magazines, I dared to get in touch with a private detective, an ex-pugilist, and merely to give him some idea of the method adopted by the fiend, I acquainted him with the kind of names and addresses I had collected. He demanded a goodish deposit, and for 2 years, reader, that imbecile busied himself with checking those nonsense data. I had long severed all monetary relations with him when he turned up one day with the triumphant information that an 80-year-old Indian by the name of Bill Brown lived near Dolores, Colorado. This book is about Lolita, and now that I have reached the part which, had I not been forestalled by another internal combustion martyr, might be called Dolores Disparue, there would be little sense in analysing the 3 empty years that followed. While a few pertinent points have to be marked, the general impression I desire to convey is of a side door crashing open in life's full flight, and a rush of roaring black time drowning with its whipping wind the cry of lone disaster. Singularly enough, I seldom, if ever, dreamed of Lolita as I remembered her, as I saw her constantly and obsessively in my conscious mind during my daymares and insomnias. More precisely, she did haunt my sleep, but she appeared there in strange and ludicrous disguises as Valeria or Charlotte, or a cross between them. That complex ghost would come to me, shedding shift after shift, in an atmosphere of great melancholy and disgust, and would recline in dull invitation on some narrow board or hard settee, with flesh ajar like the rubber valve of a soccer ball's bladder. I would find myself, dentures fractured or hopelessly mislaid, in horrible chambre garnie, where I would be entertained at tedious vivisecting parties that generally ended with Charlotte or Valeria weeping in my bleeding arms and being tenderly kissed by my brotherly lips in a dream disorder of auctioneered Viennese bric-a-brac, pity, impotence, and the brown wigs of tragic old women who had just been gassed. One day I removed from the car and destroyed an accumulation of teen magazines, you know the sort. Stone Age at heart, up-to-date, or at least Mycenaean, as to hygiene. A handsome, very ripe actress with huge lashes and a pulpy red underlip endorsing a shampoo. Ads and fads. Young scholars dote on plenty of pleats. Que c'était loin tout cela. It is your hostess's duty to provide robes. Unattached details take all the sparkle out of your conversation. All of us have known pickers, one who picks her cuticle at the office party. Unless he is very elderly or very important, a man should remove his gloves before shaking hands with a woman. Invite romance by wearing the exciting new tummy flattener. Trims tums, nips hips. Tristram in Movieland, yes sir. The Joe-Roe marital enigma is making yaps flap. Glamorize yourself quickly and inexpensively. Comics. Bad girl, dark hair, fat father, cigar. Good girl, red hair, handsome daddums, clipped moustache. Or that repulsive strip with the big Gagoon and his wife, a kiddoid nomide. Et moi, qui t'offrais mon génie. I recalled the rather charming nonsense verse I used to write her when she was a child. Nonsense, she used to say mockingly, is correct.